Hello everybody, this is Devin Jones coming to you here from McDonald Financial Services. Hey, just wanted to give you an update for the week ending January 9th of 2026. Happy New Year to everybody. I think we're past the time now where you can officially say that, but I'll say it anyway. Happy New Year to you. Well, here we've been tracking, obviously, I guess the biggest news geopolitically that has dropped in a while. With things the way things are out there right now, obviously there's always something, but currently the latest topic is the Venezuelan capture of their president there, Nicolas Maduro. That happened, I guess, 2 Saturdays ago now as of this posting, and that has obviously created some turmoil around, like I say, geopolitically, but there's been very little movement in the market. I'll get to that here in just a moment. But as far as what has kind of transpired out of that, there's been ongoing discussions between our administration and their vice president, who is now in control, since Maduro has been brought up on charges of, I guess there's many charges, narco-terrorism, drug and weapons charges is what he's been brought up on. So their vice president is now in charge. We've been negotiating with her. What's come out of that is they have agreed upon $30 to $50 million worth of barrels of oil that they're going to turn over to the U.S. And President Trump has said that we're going to trade that on the open market and give some money back to the Venezuelans, and then obviously keep some money for ourselves as well. So that's some of what's come out of that. Obviously, there's other things that are kind of at stake here. I guess early on, the markets, oil was kind of moving a little bit, popped up a little bit last Monday, but since we've seen it pull back, and really, I guess, as most things kind of transpire out of these, they don't produce a ton of oil. They've got the largest reserves out there, 300 billion barrels of reserves, but their infrastructure is just so that it's hard for them to really kind of make a big headway with that. So they produce about 1 million barrels per day. In conjunction with the U.S., they produce about 21 million barrels per day. So, they're certainly a producer. They produce about 1% of the overall supply. However, it's just they don't move the dial a whole lot. So anyway, we'll see what comes out of that. Like you say, there's ongoing talks. There's a lot of speculation, but certainly, we'll keep an eye on that. Other geopolitical news, I guess. President Trump is now talking about taking over Greenland again. Obviously, there's certain things at stake. I think one of the biggest things there is going to be the rare earth minerals and the trade passage. Now that we're starting to see some of the Arctic ice melt, there's some trade passage in there that is up for grabs as well. So he has said that it's for national security purposes. We'll see what comes out of that. Obviously, European leaders are not thrilled with that idea at all. They feel it should be up to Greenland and Denmark as far as their people making that decision, which they're not in favor of at this point in time. So anyway, as far as the markets go for last week, again, we didn't see a lot of movement early on. Actually, the markets were positive earlier in the week. Monday, Tuesday, set all-time highs on the Dow. Dow's up over 49,000, on its way to 50,000. So, like I say, early on, the trading was positive. So the geopolitical news that has come out over the week really did not move that dial much at all. Paying more attention to kind of what we would expect it paying attention to. Economic news dropping here soon as far as the December jobs numbers, and then inflationary numbers have actually come in and have looked, promising, I guess, for the most part, and not as gray as what some had expected. So we're keeping an eye on that. For those that we've talked to, about where we think expectations are this year, certainly we feel that things are, economically speaking, okay, not great, but okay. And so, we'll certainly make adjustments as we need to, reach out to clients when we need to. But for now, things appear to be in pretty good shape. Fed watch as of right now, it doesn't appear that they're going to do much this month. So they meet again at the end of the month. The odds are they're going to do nothing this month. They may do nothing again in March, maybe in April when they meet again. But it doesn't appear that there's going to be any movement on rates anytime soon. So anyway, that's the update that we had for you this week. AJ is not here. He's on assignment, so we'll keep this abbreviated. P obviously has more to add, and when he gets back, he'll add that in next time around. So anyway, if you have any questions, certainly reach out to us, and enjoy your week.